Hi, hello, vanakkam. Once again for an amazing session from Bring Again. Today, we will be talking to Malte Zander, founder of VirtualBadge.io. And a couple of days back, I did a video on Virtual Badge, and I really loved this application. In fact, I gave a background during that session as well. I do a lot of programs, for college going children about career counseling and resume building, etc. I've been doing this for nearly a decade, but I always wanted to give them certificates. Once or twice I tried giving certificates using Google Sheets and Google slides, but it was very cumbersome. So I enjoyed doing the session, but then coming back and making it operational and issuing the certificate was such a pain that some places I committed but did not give the certificate. It was very bad on my part when I go talk about amazing things, and I am not following any of those. And then slowly I stopped issuing certificates. What actually it meant was, yes, I mean, these were like 1 day program, 2 day program. It may not be of great relevance to the people who are attending it, but as someone who is doing these sessions, I felt that I lost a lot of things because if you give any kind of badge or certification, it is always an opportunity for the attendee to share it on social media, by which you actually get a lot of exposure, which I was missing. And then I've been searching for something which could make my life very easy in terms of issuing certificate and make this whole social media sharing a breeze, for my participant, and also verification, because I come from a HR background. So as much as issuing certificate is important, verification is equally important, because anybody can today print a certificate, get it done in PDF and share it. But verification was also important because it has also got my name in it. So this search landed me in Virtual Badge. And in fact, the last 10 days I've troubled Malte and his team so much in terms of asking this feature, that feature, and all those things. And I'm thoroughly enjoying. In fact, if you had watched my video, you would have seen that I had actually issued around 180 certificates for one of the program that I did a month back. In fact, uh, on Thursday and Friday, I'm doing two more programs, and I'm sure that there will be another 200 certificates that will go from Virtual Badge. I can keep talking till the cows come home about Virtual Badge because I just love this application, and also the amount of updates that I've been getting. In fact, as I told you, I've been troubling the team so much, and every time I have a problem, I said I can't change this color, and Malte was like very patient in saying, Venki, can you just give me 3 days, 4 days? On Friday, we have a big update that is coming, and I'm sure that all of your problems are going to get solved over it. As promised, I really found that the Friday release that happened was whatever I asked for, and more. So that's when I thought that Malte should meet the community. So I extended an invitation to him, and here he is with us to share his journey about virtual badge, and also talk to you. I mean, show us a demo. Probably, I might have missed some of the unique features that they had planned, but I mean, I did it only from as an end user perspective, from the founder and the person who conceived this whole product. I think it would be very nice to hear from Malte. Without much ado, welcome to Bring Again and Alston's group, Malte, and over to you. Please do share whatever you want the community to know about Virtual Badge.
Thank you very much, Venki, also for your kind introduction. You've been a very, very great user and customer on our platform. And yes, I think everything you said already goes in the right direction when it comes to our vision, what we want to accomplish with that. Maybe before I talk about where we're going with that tool, I'll tell you very briefly where we come from. We come actually from agency background. We were a digital agency. We developed tools for corporates here in the environment in Germany around our offices. And when Corona hit, 2020, here in Germany, at least it was 2020, there was a huge event, digital event, that was called EU versus Virus. That event was being curated in order to find digital solutions to the COVID implications. Yeah. And we took part of that event not as participants, but actually as organizers. We were one of the 180, I think, initiators of this event. And we took care of the marketing. And since we had a very limited budget, not only for the overall event with 20,000 participants or 25,000 participants, but also for the marketing. And we needed to find a way to engage the users online with very, very little effort, or at least very little budget. Effort was a whole other thing. Yeah. So we said, okay, hey, let's issue certificates for the people that participated in that event. And there we very quickly found out, okay, hey, all the alternatives out there, they're either branding only themselves, yeah, with their own product in order to get hold of that viral feature of certificates, or they or the certificates they look like from the 1980s, super old school, very, very not appealing. But this is social media, guys, right? You know that, right? Things need to look good in order to engage. Things need to be on brand. Things need to be compelling visually for people also to be proud to share that. To see that people still share the old certificate shows the immense potential, engaging potential, but there's so much more possible. And that was something that we experienced right after the event. We had 5,000 certificates only from the EU versus virus shared across all platforms. And that brought us pretty much to the stage out of nowhere. We didn't have a product. We scrapped the landing page from one day to the other in order to actually capture as many leads as we still could. Yeah. And people reached out to us and said, okay, hey, I want that too. And from that point on, we pretty much fastly went in a fast manner, went towards that direction of actually saying, okay, the educational market is where we hope. The educational market is where we actually want to provide certificates that not only certify something with an ugly PDF and 3 issuing companies beneath that, yeah, and none of those are actually our customers, but actually the providers of those certificates. And yeah, that was the start, the birth date of our company, which we are advanced since 1 year. And our big vision here is really to have the best experience, receiving experience on the side of the participant, saying, okay, really want to focus on the participant feeling grateful for this token. Of course, also engaging them as much as possible in order to share it, making the sharing experience as easy as possible. There are so many statistics out there showing the problems of why people don't share. And none of our competitors really tackle those issues. Yeah. And then we said, okay, this is where we want to be the best in. Yeah. It is less the hiring factor of making participants available to a job market out there or anything. It is really, we want to be the best in digital certification in this new age, right? Yeah, that is the story. Now here we are. We said we want to go for this deal opportunities in order to also not having how do you say, more closer relation to little customers, to few customers, selling it on a higher price point, but actually also getting more customers on board, more people that are excited about issuing digital certificates that engage their participants in order to understand the market fully. Yeah. Okay. That is the story in a nutshell. Of course, I could ramble right now for another 1 hour, but I know that
Yeah.
we only have 50 minutes, and the product should be the central point here. Yeah.
So before we go to the product, one I mean, based on whatever you said, everything was interesting. There was one point where I really wanted you to throw some lights. You said that there were difficulties in sharing, these certificates on social media, and your competitors were not really looking at those difficulties. Can you just, I mean, if it's possible, can you just tell
Yeah, of
me
course.
what is the topmost difficulty that you probably had?
You mean why I hold those other companies for yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So there are basically 2 effects. The one thing is the endowment effect, right? The more the participants are actually included in the whole process, right? The more they actually have individualized on that certificate, the more value they will attribute to it, right? Besides the whole visual effect. For instance,
Okay.
we really try to focus also on giving our clients the possibility to integrate the users into the creation process, not only having parameters in there, which is of course also possible. You can connect it to your database and then get grades, issuing that and all of that, great. but also, for instance, having the possibility of including LinkedIn pictures, profile pictures in that badge. Everything, of course, optimized, because every single click that's via drop down, right? Those small things actually trigger that endowment effect and lead to higher engagement rates. And besides that, of course, the next problem is, most of you are probably familiar with that statistics, right? That the creator economy or the creator on social media only attributes to 5%, with most of the people actually being consumers, right? And that is not because those consumers don't want to create, it's because they don't know what to create, how to create, right? And are also afraid of those effects, like, will I not fit in the society? Will I not fit in those social networks when I write something wrong, right? And we address that effect by actually giving you the opportunity to inspire the participants to create meaningful posts. You can predefine post texts, right? They can be altered later on. They're not about actually giving them the words, what should be in the post. They should actually something like, hey, why don't you tell us about your key takeaways of that learning, of that training, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and this is our key mission. Yeah, it is less vision, it's more a mission to make this as social media friendly as possible, to turn also those 95% of non-creators into your ambassadors. Yeah?
Brilliant. Okay, so there are some questions that has already come up in the chat. So do you want to show us a demo of VirtualBadge, and then we'll take the questions in the end, because maybe some of it could be addressed by the demo that you're giving.
Sure, of course. Let me share the screen, if that's okay.
Yes, you can share the screen.
Okay, there we go. I hope I shared the right screen. Do you already?
Yes, you are.
Okay, perfect. This is admin panel, right? Here you have the opportunities to create new certificates, take a look at existing certificates, and jump into the actionable insight of each. I would say for that demo, I would just start and create a new certificate in order to show you how simple the process is behind it. So in the first step, we start with the design of the certificates. We have different possibilities how to go from here. We either choose ready-to-use templates, right? Which I'm going to do for simplicity later on, where we can alter the different information. We can go for backgrounds, which don't have pre-filled information. There we go. The backgrounds. But right now, let's go for a template. This is also, of course, something that we extend every 3 weeks in every release that we have, with new templates for you to use, right? So this is a template. Of course, we can alter the information in the template that we have. What we can do also, if you design your certificates on Canva, if you have a designer that uses Adobe Photoshop or Figma or whatever tool, it's possible to just upload entire designs, and we give you here the. Then we have the next step. Here you can in the recipient information that you draw from your database later on. Yeah? Meaning we can either go with the recipient name and the profile picture. The profile picture will be drawn from social media when the participant actually accesses the badge. I will show you how that looks like later. And of course the name. And we have some design options here as well to make it look as compelling as possible. So when we've done that, we have our custom fields. This is what I told you before, with the free text inputs from the event, where we said, hey, give us your favorite quote. It can be implemented directly into the certificates. Also, and of course, also a drop-down field. Yeah, I'm going to use that as an example. Example 1. There we go. Example 2. And when we then go into preview, how it would look like for the customer, for the user. I mean, it's streaming, it's a little bit slow. And here the user will see something like that, and will be able to actually input something on his or her own, right? And the same with the examples. How it will exactly look like for the recipient, I will show you later on in the process. So let's click on save. And that is the creation process. within those 3 steps, you will have your own certificate, either created from scratch or, of course, with templates that we give you to access. Yeah. So for the demo, I would keep it very simple and just have the recipient name on it. And the next step, thank you. And the next step, we have the campaign set up. So perfect. The email editor where you can alter entirely the communication, how you distribute the certificate to your participants. Yeah, that means everything, of course, is again on brand. You have a preview for the recipient of the certificate, how it will look like. Of course, also again in modern iframes, modern iPhone frames, you can alter the entire color code. Of course, let's do that very quickly in blue. And you can have your own custom logo, of course, from as well with all information that we have right here. Here I can already tell you, since it is in the next sprint that we release, that the API connector will also allow you to send it directly from your system. So let's continue. Send from Venki. There we go. So when we go into sharing settings, as promised, here we have the predefined hashtags in order to contribute to your social media marketing. For example, I'm going to add in here Venki and free posts that you can predefine in order to inspire your participants, create meaningful posts. Tell us about your key takeaways. Oh, perfect. And the last step, we have the validation of the certificate. Here you can give the expiration date. You can give the LinkedIn organization ID in order to map the certificate later on to the company that you have on LinkedIn. And of course, you can also define the landing page where you want to direct traffic to. And you have, and of course, also for each organization, some companies have for different courses, different organizations they would like to demonstrate there. You can alter directly within the validation process. So if you click on save, we're already in the next step. This access page. Once the recipient receives the certificate, they are clicking on the CTA, get certificate now in their email, and they're being forwarded to this landing page. We can alter it according to our, again, we have our color codes again, we have different frames that we can choose. Is it a webinar master class where you would like to have this badge design, or you want for more classic designs, or the more neutral iPhone frame? All is free. Also something that we complement along the way. So, and then we say here, Venki's class. There we go. And of course have and there we go. This is the process. We have the complete customized URL to be on brand as well. This is also something that will be released this year. Will be the also for our plans on the deals that we currently. That is, the campaign is already set up. The only thing left to do is connect it either with your CSV file with all participant email and names, or add single names as well if you have a continuous course with little participants. Of course, API will also be accessible via Zapier and Pebble. So there we go. Let's connect it to email address and to the recipient name, which is in this case Malte Sander, that is me. And then we can send it out. If we decide to leave it blank, the recipient name, that is also possible in the authentication through social media. Yeah. So all is done. We have our first recipient directly in our certificate campaign. We can activate it, send out all the emails, and the campaign is active. I will receive the email, right? Click on get certificate, and then the process for the recipient starts, right?
Yeah.
Process for the recipient starts. Of course, the recipient already will have the token, doesn't have to author. Or any questions by
Yes, there are
everything
plenty of
clear?
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So
Okay.
first and foremost, I think you answered this question already, but Chaitanya is asking, can we use Canva templates in virtual badge?
Yes, yes, you can. 100%. Good question. The thing that you have to do is export the Canva file as a PNG or JPEG, right? And you can get it directly into the design. A seamless and native integration, but this is something that's from the get-go.
Okay. So there's one more question that has come from HM Shuja. He says, is there any option for in future authentication checking? It's already available. Is that right? You can authenticate now. But what
100%.
is,
Let me guide you maybe through the process, right? In the end,
yeah,
the participant will receive the certificate preview. They click on get
yeah,
certificate and they will have a unique access page, right? They will have a
okay,
unique access page. Their token is pre-filled, so everything is already mapped to that participant. The participant can either authenticate with social media or without, but in any case, let me authenticate with social media right now. In any case, we will be forwarded to the certificate with a predefined name and, of course, generated with the image from LinkedIn, right? In this case.
brilliant.
So the authentication process is, of course, already integrated. From here, the recipient can edit as a PDF, as a PNG file, depending on the needs of the recipient. And, of course, also share it. I'm going to show you that as well. This is how looks like. This QR code again directly leads to the validation page, right? To the validation page of the digital certificate, which is which looks like this. There we go.
Okay, yeah,
And of course, if we click on share to, we have the predefined text that the recipient can alter, and of course also all the preset hashtags.
fantastic. So
Did that
Kaushal has
answer the
asked,
question with the authentications?
yeah, okay. Kaushal has asked a question. He says that team management is extremely important, but that is not available in virtual
Yes.
badge at this moment. I mean, are there plans to have team management in the application in the future?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that was requested a lot of times, also from a lot of deal users, and that is already brought on the roadmap.
Okay, fantastic. So, okay, one more question that has come up is, okay. So you are allowing us to upload a CSV file. Would you also give us Google Sheet integration so that we can pull the data from Google Sheet directly than uploading a CSV?
Okay, that is a little bit related to the Zapier integration, right? Or do you mean directly as a Google Sheet?
Yeah, direct from Google Sheet. Why without even
Okay.
the data instead of uploading CSV? Can you import it from Google Sheet?
Okay. Until now, that was not requested yet, right? But we'll definitely take a look at it. Also, something that I maybe can tell you now in this moment, we have a beta clients program. Where we
Okay.
you can if you're a customer, you can apply for it. It's very simple, right? We get you in there, and then we have different features and prioritizations where you can actually say, okay, which feature is important and crucial to you, so you're being an active part of our development. And if this is a
Okay.
crucial part, we'll also prioritize it higher. It's not an issue. But so
Fantastic.
far, I didn't look into it. I'm going to take
Okay.
notes here as well.
Fantastic. So this is a
Mhm.
very interesting question from Seth Davis. In fact, even I had this question in my mind. Do you have future plans to address using badges for gamification?
Badges for gamification. Mhm, mhm. So what we're working on as well. or what is already definitively on our roadmap is the whole other format presentations, right? Also horizontal, right? Other templates such as also bed templates and so on and so forth, and also the organization, because that is very important to our existing clients. That means right now we have all the different certificates in one place, right? It is in the admin panel. And you will be able to actually organize them in certain routes that will facilitate also the use in gamification use cases.
Okay. So there's one more question from Kaushal. It says, I mean, he's asking, is certificate of only one size, or can we design certificates in other size, for example, landscape design, etc.?
That was as I mentioned before, it will be possible. Yeah, that's something that we already have also highly prioritized on our roadmap.
Fantastic. So Aditya
Mhm.
is saying, I actually like the workflow. It is intuitive and seems smooth. Good work. So that's a feedback,
Thank you very much.
for you. He seems to enjoy this. Okay, and then one comment, probably, from Samir Abdul Ghaffar. He says that the limits are too low. Please consider unlimited certificates.
I don't want to. I don't want to say something before some parts makes it public, but you will get your fair share. just
Okay.
just a little waiting.
Fantastic. So
Mhm.
I think you answered this question, but Shuja has asked, is it possible to integrate to generate certificate automatically just after completing?
Yeah, this is something that I can already tell you will be possible in 3 to 4 weeks. This is in the current sprint, working
Okay.
always in sprints, right? 2 to 3 weeks development, 1 week testing, and then we publish new. And then in 1 month latest, you will already have that opportunity.
So are you talking about the API integration, or how will this be
Yes,
done?
yes, exactly.
Okay, so we
We
we will we will be able to use webhooks for this, or how do
so
we?
so yeah. What we do right now is developing integrations with Zapier and Pebble or Pebble.
Okay.
I assume, right? Yeah, because those were the most requested ones. Zapier for sure. Pebble in this sprint will depend on the dev team. Yeah, but Zapier is something that I can already promise.
Okay. I suppose you are saying Pably. Is that right?
Pebbly. There we go. Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. No, I was
In
wondering if
Europe,
there is
it's
one more, if there is one more integration application that I need to buy. I was like, what is this new one? I don't have that yet.
no, no,
So,
no. Sorry, Pebbly is not so commonly used here. We more used to Zapier.
okay. So I think, Rabi is also asking, does it have integration with Pably and Integrately? I mean, I think it is in the roadmap. I do not know. Are you also planning to give connection through Integrately? It's only Pably and Zapier, right?
From yeah, integrate the. I will write that down as well and pass it also to the tech team. We'll definitely investigate. Also, it really depends on the amount of users that request that. Yeah,
Okay. So,
but great
and
one. Thanks.
okay, and webhooks
Mhm.
is also possible, right?
Yeah, there I would like to play the ball back to you, because now I am interested in which use case, whoever was asking for webhook, or if you say that, Venki, right? Where would you need webhooks in order to create more value for your usage of virtual badge?
That's a good question, and probably Aditya, you need to answer that question. Where will you use? Malte wants a use case so that he can see if it would be worthwhile having it on the roadmap and building that feature for you. So I'm looking forward for your, comment on that. Okay, again,
Okay, I'm
Okay, Mithul is asking, is it possible to have custom size? I believe you answered this already. But anyway, is it possible to have custom size?
custom size. Yeah, will be possible in the future. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, not right now, right? Okay,
Yes, not
there's
right
one.
now. Right now is only the
Okay,
one for it.
okay. So see, your analytics and the statistics are very interesting. With respect to
Mhm.
yeah, sharing the what's a when we give the certificates. Those were pretty interesting. When I went through the certificates that I saw. But the only thing is, I'm not able to. Okay, I mean, if I can show my own screen,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not able to. So I mean, I sent these certificates to 108 people, and 91 people. I mean, the mail went to 91 people. I do not know which is the 17 people who did not receive my mail, and then 50 people have opened the mail that I've sent. See, those are good statistics to have, but for me to follow up, I need to know who has not received the mail and who has not opened the certificate. It'll be easier. So, do you have plans to improve the statistics beyond whatever is currently there? Because I mean, at this moment, I really appreciate
Mhm,
whatever is
mhm.
there, but for those statistics to be useful for me, I believe we need something more.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. The what I can say about that is since we are in German legislation, we are very, very bound to German GDPR.
Okay.
And everything that we do there with not anonymous data, we really have to double check with our lawyer. We try to offer as much convenience statistics as we can, but we also always have to make sure that we're following the legislation and that. What we're working
Okay.
out right now on that is that we say we offer a new feature which is going to be called retargeting. That you have the chance on one click to
Yeah.
define a retargeting message for the people who didn't open the email yet, right? And reach
Yes.
them again, re-engage them. That
Yes.
is something that we're working on. Besides that, I cannot promise anything, but I will say that we make everything that is possible because that the more individualized the data is, of course, the more value it also contributes to our customers, which is our highest mission here.
Okay, brilliant. So this is what I wanted to share with you. See here, out of
Mhm,
108 certificates I sent, only 91
mhm,
had received the mail. Okay, this is not
mhm,
not even
mhm,
retargeting. It is about 17 people not getting my mail. So
mhm, mhm,
so that is where probably you should look at it. I understand that this is retargeting because only 63 people have opened and
mhm,
only
mhm,
39 people have clicked, and of which only
mhm.
17 have created the certificate. All these are retargeting, but this one would be a little helpful for me to even understand if they have given the right email ID or not. That
Mhm,
is what
mhm.
was my question. So
Okay. You always have the bounce amount also on the and the bottom left, right, of your statistics, email
oh yeah,
statistics,
yes, yes,
where it also indicates something. And of course, if you add new participants after you already launched the campaign, you
okay.
have to go back to the participant tab and click on send out emails again, right? Except you schedule it with the API in the future.
Brilliant. Okay. So
Mhm.
that's okay. Let me see if there are any more questions. While I also have my colleague Sam here who's joined us live. So
Hi,
hey, welcome
Sam.
Sam. Welcome to the live. I'll see if there are any more questions that are pending.
I think Sam, right now we don't hear you yet.
Yeah, we can't hear
Hey,
you,
how you
Sam.
doing, guys?
Now,
Uh,
fine, very good. How are you?
sorry, guys. I'm late, but everything is going back to normal, and business as usual. So it's hard to come. I try my best. I mean, me and Venki have been working very hard to come up with a time that everybody can join and participate. Uh,
Amazing.
I like usually what Vinke likes, but sometimes I don't have a use case.
Yeah.
But there was another application, Travis Link. I don't know if Vinke, do you remember? That will be good
Yes, yes.
integration with Travis Link, no?
Yeah, Travis is a kind of LMS, a very lightweight LMS.
Mhm.
Would there be an integration? Sam is asking, would there be integration between Traverse and Virtual Badge so that whoever completes the course and Traverse can get a certificate through
Exactly,
Virtual Badge?
exactly.
Uh, and
Because
and
see the
and and along
sorry.
with that, I'll also ask to complete that webhooks question that Aditya has asked. He's given a explanation, which I believe is
Yes,
very straightforward. So, user
great.
completes a course, requests a certificate, and through webhook or Pabbly trigger, a certificate is generated. So instead of Pabbly, do we get a webhook for
Okay,
certificate?
okay, yeah, but this is I consider that more API. Yeah,
That's
but
right.
okay, yeah. This is totally possible. This maybe the tech part of me.
Okay.
Great, yeah. That will be
and
possible.
I think with Travis Link, I think people like when the LTDs have integrations. I know
Mhm.
Publi we have everything. They usually don't mind integrating uh, platforms, and very reasonable. They are very like okay to comfortable integration with the integration, because that's what they do, right? So the more integration they have, the benefit for them. But I think sometimes direct integrations are, especially between the LTDs, are fun. People like it because then people know, okay, if I have this, I should really get this, because and it's they complement each other, like the both
Mhm,
platform. I think
mhm.
very good complete, and it will be less work for. Uh, Sorry, I can't remember his name. The founder of Travis Link, because then he doesn't
Dominic.
have to worry about Dominic. Yeah, it will be less work for him. And yeah, I personally don't have a use case. Uh, but I think it looks like a good platform, and people who need it, because these kind of platforms don't come very often. Like these
Awesome.
are like I haven't seen like many platforms coming with this kind of thing, and it's particular people like who are running a coaching center, like especially back home. A lot of people run coaching center, and this something would be cool to have, like sending out a digital certificate right after completing the course. Plus, here in Canada, US, I think a lot of people do send out digital copies, right? And people who do run online courses. So there's a use case for people, but not for everybody, but for only for particular people. And I think this is uh, going to be good. Another
Brilliant.
thing, I think the unlimited part is it's kind of a tricky part. Whoever asked this, because I think once you do unlimited, then
Yeah.
you kind of cannot grow the business, right? And we want the founders to grow the business. If you are growing, you should be able to get like another $10, $20, whatever the price tag is, be able to afford it, because obviously you are busy and you are issuing a lot of certificates. So that means it's okay to spend some money. And I think this is the before knowing all these LTDs, I used to spend like I think it was Just Click or something like that chat software. I used to pay like $20 because it used to give me extra stuff. I didn't mind paying it because it was generating money. I was making money from the leads. So these are the things that we as a LTD addicts need to understand. That founder also need to grow, and as we grow, let them grow too.
Okay. So thank you, Sam. And there are one more question that has come from the community. Where is your team based in? How large is your team? And can we see the roadmap?
Yeah. We're based in Mannheim in Germany, that is in the south.
Yeah.
We're a team of 7 full-time employees. Um,
Okay.
right now, most of them are remote, but you will see Fabio over there. You can
Hi.
correctly. Um, and yes, that was our team question. Offices in Germany and the roadmap. Yes, let's jump into it.
Yes, please.
We started a public roadmap. It's like this.
Yes, yes. I think that would be.
Yes. We copied the idea a little bit from Buffer. We like it. Yeah, that's why
Oh,
we have two components
Malte,
to
you've
it.
not
The
shared your
one is
screen
that
yet.
closed.
No, you've not
That is more the
shared your screen yet.
introduction. I know.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, Vic, for some context, okay? The one component is the roadmap that I will to you in a sec, and the other one is where do we get this information from anyone that is interested in not only using the virtual badge but also in taking a part of the creation process of the tool and the development of that tool, which direction it will go. because we really have that mindset of customer centricity and combining it with the vision of having the best experience for the recipients. So, and this is the community that we run of a tool called Gmo. Also
Okay.
SaaS
Yeah.
Mantra. That was our first lifetime deal. Very great purchase. I can recommend. And now I share my screen. The public
Yes.
roadmap that we have is on. There we go. Is on Trello. Yeah. Right now we're filling it more and more. As you see, it's still a little bit tight. We also have to fill some more in progress things. For example, the Zapier integration is right now in progress. But this will be the link that I also share with you, and we try to update it at least once every 2 weeks. Yeah? Part of that process, you wanna say features are crucial to you. You can just reach out to me via the website chat on VirtualBadge, the app chat. Sorry, the app chat directly from our tool, or
Okay.
write me an email to the contact email address. Yeah? Let me see that I share that link with you.
Yeah. That's a request that's
So
come
there we
from the
go.
group.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think it's also important to mention. I think I only found the chat with you right now. It's in the private community.
Yeah, I will share it in the group. Okay, that's
Yes,
there. I'll
yes.
put it in the. Okay, other question that has come up in the group is: do you have a Facebook group that we can be part of to collaborate with you or to share our feedback, etc.?
Also, this Facebook group is called Virtual Badge IO, digital certificates. I'm also going to share digital certificates that create trust. I'm also sharing a link in our.
Yeah, please do share.
Okay, perfect. There we go.
Okay, I'll share. So there is a Facebook group for virtual badge users. You can be part of it. I've shared it in the comments in both the live uh, sessions. So please feel free to join the group and
Mhm.
shoot your questions or share your experience with Malte because, as I told you, I have been taking taking a lot of time of Malte and his team, sharing my feedback, so that the software is really useful, and they've been very kind to me, listening to all my queries, either helping me out with a solution, or probably building it in the application, or probably adding it in the roadmap. So extremely supportive team. So we've come towards the end of this session, and it's been a very okay. Just okay. One more comment that has come. Just wanted to say I appreciate the beta test program you're running. That's a great feature for people to join. That's
Thank you
from
very
Sue.
much.
Okay, so I think across both the groups there has been a lot of compliment for the software, and the way that your team has been conducting, be it the beta test or the how the application is, etc. So please pass on our wishes to the team, and for all the good work that has happened so far. I think you have a handful of very happy customers from here, and I'm sure that's
I
you'll
will
get
let
some
them
more
know.
as well. Yeah. And okay, are there any more questions? Because we budgeted for 30 minutes. We are already 20 minutes past the time that we had actually budgeted. So if there are any questions, please feel free to add. It's a very engaging session. I think we had close to 25 people at any point of time in both the groups engaging on both the platforms, and some questions. So, Malte, coming to the most important or interesting part of the session. So, do we have any giveaway for the live participants?
Yes, sure. We are happy to give out to your community 5 free codes, 5 accounts. We're happy to see you on the platform. Also for the giveaway, right? Everybody that receives one, you're invited to take part in our development, our journey as well. Join the beta program. I can really recommend it. And we want to create as much value for everyone that is issuing digital certificates with VirtualBadge.io. And now I'm curious who we will invite to our tour.
Okay, so these are the people who are either engaged in the session or been commenting. So I've not missed out on any name. So that's it. So we are closing with this. So these are the names. So shall I spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel. Nice one. The music really.
Oh my goodness!
Unbearable.
Oh
Is
my
it
goodness!
Seth?
Oh, Seth Davis wins one code because he's been very engaging in the session. I mean, it's really good. Seth, please claim your giveaway. You need to be online now and claim it by commenting on the group that you are participating. If you don't comment now, then you lose winning the code. You need to be available, and that's for everybody. So, shall I do one more spin?
Yes, let's do one more
Okay.
spin.
Okay, so Seth is already claimed, so he's present in the you know live. So
Congratulations, Seth. Happy.
okay, the second code goes to Naveen Danalak. Naveen, claim your code if you are watching live. Please comment on the live session wherever you are within the next few seconds and claim your code. So that is Naveen gets the second. Naveen Danalak. So I'm not seeing the comment from him. So we'll do one more. Naveen will be watching the comment. If you're not commenting, you will lose the claim for the giveaway. Oh.
Oi.
Ravi wins the third code. Ravi Jaiswal wins the third code. Please comment on the group that you're watching it live and claim your code. So there are three winners, and the other two we will get back to you later. There will be one more exercise that we may have to do for those people, because there will be some people who will be watching it later, and for so just for people who have been on the live for the whole session, we've given away three codes, and for people who will probably watch it later, and interesting comments will probably may get one more code as well. We'll wait for a couple of days because these sessions would be available live on both the groups and also in the Alston's YouTube channel. So please do watch it and come out with some interesting questions and feedbacks so that you may be eligible for the other two codes. So Naveen has not claimed the uh, claimed the giveaway yet, and Naveen has not claimed. So Naveen, you
One
lose
more.
the code. So we'll do one more spin, one last time, because for people who have been on the live. So Naveen has not claimed, and Rabi also has not claimed yet. So they both lose the code. It's only Seth who's won the code. So we will we'll do one more spin for Naveen's code.
I think your screen is not shared by now, Venki.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Hold on. Then let me share it again.
You can
let me
only
see.
hear the
Let
music.
me see who's unlucky.
The screen is not shared, eh?
No, no, no. I don't want to because I want to. I mean, run it again when everybody is seeing. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's why I did not wantedly. Okay, let me run it again. Chaitanya, Chaitanya. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Chaitanya, I'm sorry. I tried to stop the wheel there, but it's not stopping. So it's Abhi Gupta. Abhi Gupta, you win the third giveaway. Please claim it. In another couple of minutes by commenting in the group. I mean, so we would want to appreciate people who have spent the whole time here watching us live, and that is what is a commitment that is made, and we definitely want to appreciate them. So Naveen, you missed the having won the giveaway. You missed it. Abhi Gupta, you need to comment still, and Rabi Jaiswal, you missed it as well. So there's only one code that has been won by um, Seth Davis,
Seth.
and yeah, it's very deserved winner because he's been there right from beginning, commenting, and so that's so nice for him to have won. So that's it, from us. Any closing comments, Malte?
Yeah, thank you for everyone, of course, right? We're looking forward to have you on our platform. We're looking forward to serve you. And as Venki already said, we love not only technology but also humans, yeah. And are looking forward to guide you to success when it's about digital certificates and turning your participants into your ambassadors.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Malte, for your time, and thanks for the wonderful software, and best wishes. I mean, I believe for whatever that you came for on the platform, I wish that you achieve your target, and I'm sure it's a phenomenal software, having personally used it, and I think there has been fantastic comments from the community as well. People have been cheering for you and your team. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Bye
Perfect.
bye.
Have a good
Bye,
evening.
people.
Ciao. Cheers.